Hello, I'm back. Small update, but like the title says, it's a Grailsapalooza. I called it that the first time in my youthful haste. Let's keep it at that. So this is the third one. What these videos are is me buying part of a collection or stuff out of a collection when I get into some money. The caveat for this time is I'm selling a lot of records, as you know, and I promised myself that once I sold the Shades of the Swarm from ISIS, the big box set, that I wouldn't buy just random records from distros and stuff like that or from labels, but just buy a bulk collection so that I could always, in my head, keep it straight that the ISIS box went away, but I got these records for it and it made sense in my mind. Somebody is very happy with that box. I hope I am very happy with these records. I bought 8. And one is a 12, 10, 7-inch combination, so about 10 records, which makes up for the box. Here we go. First one. They are not all big ticket items. Some of them are, some of them ain't. They smell a little weird. I think they're from a smoker, but they all look kind of fine, so I will air them out. This is the first one, the Saganland split. With, I have to check, Vargulf. I never heard of Vargulf before, but Saganland, they did the full length earlier this year, which I picked up from Heiden's Hart, which I was duly impressed by. And then I decided to pull the trigger on the split, which is by no means, it was like €6 or something, by no means an expensive record, but yeah. There were not that many pressed, it seems, so it's kind of harder to come by. It was a good price, especially in the collection update. That was this bulk. Here are the other guys. Sulky in front of the log cabin. And like I said, yeah, I bought this from this Saganland. In het Bos, Bladval and Bottebijlen are 3 tracks on here. Written between 2001 and 2005. I'm going to put these in different sleeves so that's a bit less smell off the top. There you go. That's one. So off to a good start. The only thing about this one is this has the most shitty center label I have ever seen. It's like a 90s dance record maybe, but not something like this. We are listening to Nocturnity with Harps of the Ancient Temples, I think, yes. This will show up in a later video. Just want to jump the gun a bit. Then, the second one is this one, Haat, a compilation of his earlier material, Factum Luctisonus, I think. Yeah, Luctisonus. Once again, Latin, I don't know Latin. Put that there. This came out on a Belgian label called Paniak Records, and this is from the year, does it say somewhere? No, written and performed 99, 2000, but I don't know what year it came out off the top of my head. Maybe it's on the inside, but yeah. Very cool looking Dempsey Volt in his early years. Looking hard as shit. Comes with this text inlay. A note from Haat, Factum Luctisonus. Frederik Driessens is the guy behind Paniak Records, and it comes from Watu, which also has a great beer. Yeah, once again, not a record that is hard to come by or expensive record, but glad to have it. There we go, limited to 250, hand numbered. And the record itself, it looks old as shit. There you go. Crackling inner sleeve. It's just a black. A black vinyl version. No, one is a color version. The rest is all black. Yeah, like I said, a compilation of earlier material: Intro, Lust for War, Impenetrable, Darkness, Cleanse, Outro, Signs of Hate, Throne of Darkness. Cool to have. You know. I'll put this one in and I'll put the rest in later because it's going to take forever otherwise. Hot, you know, hate. Kind of simple. Yeah, very cool. And then let's delve into these one. A few compilations in here too. This is the first one, Mutilation. On the hunt for some more of them. This is 92, 2002, 10 years of depressive destruction, which kind of, I don't know, it kind of explains their sound or their way of life in a way. This is a bit banged up, but once again wasn't too expensive. It has a corner ding, but yeah, these are older records. This is on AOL and All Live Productions. Is it their label or they're in there for sure? Yeah, Mutilation. Compilation of earlier material, also some covers like a battery cover. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here. Stuff from early 92. 94 is the, or 95 is the first CD, or the first disc, and then the second disc is 95 to 2000 and further. The D side is a live concert somewhere, I think, where this picture maybe has been taken. Is there any inserts? No. But there's a poster, which has another live image. Doesn't even look like Mutilation. Looks more like a hair metal band out on one of the Californian gigs from the 70s and 80s. But yeah, very cool release. The records are just standard black, 2 big ones. It doesn't say where they play live, or does it? No. Paniak with some dark poetry on the inside. The Vampires from France. And then another one that is from them that was on my want list for some time is this one, the Malicious Secrets, From the Entrails to the Dirt. This is a very big, thick compilation that consists a 12-inch, a 7-inch, and a 10-inch. Like I said, I'll show the 7-inch first. I don't precisely know what the breakdown is. I think the MS, the Malicious Secrets, is kind of a supergroup in the sense that they do the splits with all the other bands. Or is it a project especially for this thing? I don't know. I bought it for the strength of bands that are playing on the other side, like Deadspell. One is Antios, that's the 7-inch. Deadspell is the... Is Deadspell the... Yeah, the 12-inch, and then Mutilation is the 12-inch. This is the well-known, or the more known image for the 7-inch. They're all in this black semi-glossy pockets, and then big 7 inches. Christ figure on the back. So yeah, this has been popping on my want list here and there, and since it was in this person's catalog, I'm not going to blow up their spot because I don't know if they want to be known on there. But yeah, this is the 10-inch Mutilation, My Way, Frank Sinatra cover. But yeah, cool pictures. They always take these. No, this is kind of hard, but they have these weird old pictures too, I guess. My Way and Tears of a Melancholic Vampire, recorded in 2005. Yeah, 2005. Tears of the Melancholic Vampire in 95. Another sick picture. No inserts or anything, no. And the 10-inch is literally also a black 10-inch. Mutilation logo. The MS. And like I said, supergroup. It says here, Malicious Secrets sped by Minach vocals, T&D guitars, X-Demon bass guitar, and backing vocals. So yeah. A group consisting of members from 3 bands. I'm not sure, or not sure if they are from all 3 bands, but some of the people in this French circle. Someone will tell me in the comments or in a private message. And then the main ticket is the Deadspell Omega split. Stuff's falling out left and right, and I don't want to drop these to the floor because you know why. Comes with this extra glossy artwork band that goes around it, which the artwork is kind of hit or miss in my opinion, but it's part of it, I guess. And that text, it will probably, Mass Grave Aesthetics, it will probably tell me some more info, but yeah, nothing much. 666, I think this was limited to 666 too. It looks the part, so why not take it that extra step. And then this is the last one. That's Bell Omega Mass Grave Aesthetics, From the Entrails to the Dirt, Malicious Secrets. There you go. Was missing. Now it's not missing, so that's good. Put that one on there. So that was the French part. Now back to Norway. Ildjarn. This is 92 to 95. Yes, so it's all the same time period basically. This is a compilation of, yeah, also earlier material, I think. Can't put my finger on which one exactly is on here. It's all quite dark. Previously unreleased, and mixes that are not released, so it's a bit of everything, but from the early work of Ildjarn with the Tusk boar on the cover. Coffee. Here's the back. As you can see, the track listing is a bit dark. Yeah, these are records that are harder to come by. Inside. Dark wings come violently set on drowning you as you are murdered, raped, cold and alone, then death. Very sunny disposition this guy has. Comes with a few inserts. There is a dragon on a column, perched on a column I should say. Some more poetry, yes, which I can't wait to absorb. And this is Castle Ildjarn. There you go, a poster of the castle. I'm not sure which castle this is, if it's even a castle. It says the Ildjarn Castle. Javier de Guerra? Javier Guerra? I'm not sure who the artist is on this one, but yeah. Some classic Ildjarn material. I'm glad to finally own, I think. Yeah, I think this is the first Ildjarn, because it's all pretty hard to come by in the end. Two records on black. One has the dragon in the middle center, and then the other one, track listing, has the Strength and Anger face. So a bit of everything on that one. Then the second full length, I think, the one that was previewed, and the other one, Strength and Anger. Yeah, this is also Northern Heritage. I think the compilation was 2, pretty sure. The compilation was 2. And this is a classic on a classic label. In as good as condition as you can find it, I think. A side, Strength and Anger 1 to 7. B sides 8 to 15, another Strength and Anger. So, Hate Meditation, love that. Limited to 500 copies, it says on the back. And this is a gatefold. It is a flimsy gatefold, but it's sturdy. Ildjarn. Evil Jesus on the cross. Sorry, this is no intern. Vidar Var, he was the bass, if you don't know who the guy behind Ildjarn was. Vidar Var, I think is what you call him, or how you pronounce it. He was the bass player for Thou Shalt Suffer, the band that became Emperor later on, but then decided to split off and then make his own noise and racket. I think from the other was 95, maybe 95, 96, and then he went off the harsh, more punk-inspired black metal and became more of an ambient artist, like with the landscapes, or the 2 records he did with Nidhogg, the Hardanger Vida, 1 and 2, something like that, Hardanger Vida. And then that was it. He was gone for a while, but then all of a sudden, it says on Discogs or maybe on the site, due to the fan demand, he came back one more time. Then he came back with this one, which is Ildjarn is Dead. This is the last weaponry that we have from this fine gentleman, or fine musician, I don't know, the gentleman. But this is his goodbye, in a sense. I haven't read the text in full. It comes with this kind of a manifest, kind of a goodbye letter. I tried to read it on the internet once, but it's almost impossible to read on paper, let alone on the internet. So I am going to get my magnifier out and try to read, but this is, yeah, like I said, the last weaponry. Ildjarn is Dead. A lot of text and a lot of songs on here. This is more than an hour worth of material, I think. Part 1, Awaiting the Inevitable, as the dark soil of death summons you. Part 2 is the continuity and the unknown truths herein materialize the end of the darkened path, and you give yourself to nothingness infinite. ... So yeah, we know what's up. Excited to finally read this, because I read maybe the first 2 líneas, or however you want to call it. I don't know what the first pieces of text, and it was interesting, but it was hard to read online. 2 basically the same records, which it's all very bare bones, black and white, gray here and there. I think the one after Landscapes, the blue one, has some color in there, but not much. And then the last one, speaking about a color record, this was one that was on my want list since some time, but it was always too expensive. A lot of copies are very damaged or very poor, and then this popped up, and this was actually why I was starting to make the list on Discogs. There were about 15 records in there, and the price was crazy, so I dropped a few that I actually was looking for, wanted, and then put some comps and cheaper records in there. But yeah, this was the one that topped my want list, and this is the Vette Keuken from Lugubrum. Yeah, if I was going to sell it, I would call it mint, because there is nothing wrong with this record. This is on Iron Pegasus Records. I'm blanking on when it was released. It says here recorded in 2002, but around that time, I guess. Limited to 500, and this is 81. The first hundreds, as you carrot hats know, is on, or came on, orange of vinyl. So there is the pigeon that steals from the cup of the kitchen, and then we have Beers or Die, the classic carrot and beer logo. So yeah, excited to finally own this one. And this was one of the vinyl releases or one of the records from Lugubrum that actually had a vinyl release upon release, or a vinyl pressing upon release. So yeah, thank you to you that sold this to me for a reasonable price. That's it. My ISIS box money spent well. Records done. I'm done. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon.